Angami Students Union pra Friday de Assam Rifles kange ultimatum digina rakhya pichire press conference rakhigina jakali taika naga president aru Assam Rifle laga jawan majure ki hoise edu janaise edu homoide ASU pra Nagaland de afspa rakhya do hatai dibole lagya koise.
This press conference is being called by the Angami Students Union. We are deeply pained and anguished by the barbaric act and inhuman act of the Jawans from the Aigar North and D Block Kohima. Today in the afternoon around 12:30 p.m. our president, he was on official duty, and while he was passing through the gate of this camp, there was an important call to which he had to attend, and thereby he had to stop for a minute or two around the camp of the Assam Rifles. When he have stopped to attend to that call, the security guard from the Assam Rifles came forward to him, asking him to move away from the park area which he have kept his car. And the president requested that he had to attend an important call, and as such he had stopped in that particular area. And when the call was completed, the Jawan came forward and threatened him that he will puncture his car tires. And to that, our president, in response, have replied to him that he have parked his vehicle just for some time and not for long. In between their conversation, the Jawan, out of nowhere, had hit our president and dragged him out of the car and have physically assaulted the president of the Angami Students Union. Angami Students Union is questioning the Aigar North, its Jawans, as to whether they are really the friends of the hill people or the enemies of the hill people. We, the Angami Students Union, will never tolerate such inhuman act in our land. And this is also as a result of the existing Armed Forces Special Powers Act in our homeland. We therefore, taking this opportunity, appeal to the government of India to immediately repeal the AFSPA from the Naga homeland. It has been the appeal of all these members that we give a grace period to the so-called Jawans from the Aigar North. And as such, we are giving a grace period of 48 hours with effect from tonight. That within these 48 hours, the Assam Rifles in particular and the Aigar North in general should identify the Jawan concerned and punish him as per the rules of the army and as per the rule of the land, and which report should also be made known to the general public. We also demand that within these 48 hours, the Jawan and the Aigar North should tender unconditional apology in public domain. And if within these 48 hours they are unable to fulfill or meet the demands of the Angami Students Union, as we have published today, the indefinite ban on the movement of the Assam Rifles shall be restricted. Until such time the issue is resolved, we are warning the Assam Rifles to restrain themselves from moving freely around the Angami inhabited areas. This is issued in the interest of all parties, because while we are sad and anguished, yet as an intellectual body, we do not intend to aggravate the situation or invite any untoward incidents. And therefore, we hope that the concerned parties will take this grace period very seriously. Now, pursuing on the matter, the Angami Students Union would like to clarify on the lightning shutdown which was called today. After learning about the news, the union officials rushed down to the army camp, whereby our president was seen being physically assaulted. But the Jawans And the Assam Rifles, the ones who were there, came out and they disowned hitting our president and assaulting him. Wherein we have clearly seen through our president that his shirts were torn and his face was punched. Still then, the Jawans have refused of the act, and as such, there were retaliation among the Angami students officials and the Jawans present in the camp. And when we were confronting with the Jawans who were with the rifles, we felt that if any situation goes out of hand, then the general public may be at danger. And as such, in order to ensure the safety of the citizens, we had to call for this lightning shutdown. Or else, it is never the intention of the Angami Students Union to scapegoat the business community or the general public, where the issue is with the Assam Rifles and not the general public. And therefore, we express our heartfelt regret that because of this issue, today we had to call for this lightning shutdown in the town areas. But as I have mentioned, the incident that occurred during the moment was as such that it could have gone to any extent, and therefore, keeping in mind the safety of the public citizens, we had to explore ways and means where we mitigate public crowding, and in that intention, we have called for this shutdown, and we regret for the inconveniences caused. But here again, the Angami Students Union, while reiterating our anguish and sadness over this issue, we have called for an indefinite ban starting from tomorrow. After which, we have also had a series of meetings with the Angami forums, including the seniors from our fraternity, the rangers, and the various units under the Angami Students Union. After much deliberation and discussion, we have a threadbare discussion. We had a series of talks considering the various challenges and inconveniences being faced by the public. We are here to clarify that the indefinite ban is not against or imposed on the business community, the general public, or the education institutions. The indefinite ban confines particularly to the movement of the Assam Rifles in particular. While we were interacting with the senior officers from the camp, the senior officers have already owned the responsibility of manhandling the president of the Angami Students Union. And at the same time, after discussing with our units, our seniors, and the fraternity of the Angami Students,